Whoa, 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 oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Da-da-da. I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me. I'm so bad. I got a burp. I got a blur blur. How could a person like me care for you? Another when you're not the one for me. Ooh. I don't know the words. I saw the sign.
Yeah, I preferred that. I
feel like with some practice, that could be a slay from us.
Yeah, maybe we need to do that.
I have notes.
I do. I fucking actually do.
It could
Guys,
be worse.
I have
you could have
notes.
chlamydia, or do you have that too?
No, I actually do have notes. I think I've spoken about this before.
You have. Nobody wants to hear it.
Nobody cares, mate. Nobody fucking cares
about your notes.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh my God, so much has happened in pop culture and I'm ready to fucking talk about it. How has your week been? How's driving?
Really good. I was nearly in a crash last night, but apart from that, all good.
It's all, like you say, it's exposure therapy. You sometimes need to actually just get out and do things and then you've experienced things. I mean, I've been rammed into twice. I've learnt a lot.
I've honestly been loving it. I drove obviously to Leah, which was like my first like big drive at night.
And the lips and your lips look healed though.
Well, it's makeup. They're very bruised. Still very, very bruised, yeah.
But I do notice the difference in the cheek colour.
Yeah, I love the cheeks. It's so natural.
So
it's
subtle.
Just a little bit of... so I'm loving that. I think honestly though, she's going to kill me if she watches this. I feel like I could probably get a little bit more in my lips.
No.
I don't feel like I've got like a big lip.
No, but I'm scared for you because you are the type
that I will be in here literally like
Lorri,
Jennifer Coolidge.
No.
And I said to Stuart, now that I've had that little bit of filler, I'm like, I like it. I could do more.
No, but I'm actually being, this is me being your like pal here. I genuinely think right now it's at a point where
I wouldn't get it the now. I've just had it. But
I mean like right now they're at a point where they don't look done. Fuck having lips that look done. It's out of fashion.
No, 100%. And I wouldn't ever want like the pure big trout pout.
I just think they're so nice the way they are.
They are nice, but I feel like they definitely could be a little bit plumper.
I just don't think so.
But you know, I am the girl though. See, when they first get injected and they're pure swollen, I'm like, oh, I pure love them when they're like swollen.
I just think as well, like I actually haven't had my lips since 2022 or something, right? But I do have this isn't my natural lips. They definitely
but you hold filler so well.
I do.
But I don't.
But I genuinely am at the point. I don't even think I would rush to go back because I do also think, see, like full, but not pure. Big on your face is quite feminine and dainty. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%. But then there's also fuck all dainty about me, Jade. Do you know what I mean? There's no point in me having dainty lips.
I don't mean
like.
I just mean like I don't want you to overdo it in the lip department because I feel like it can age you and you look fucking young.
Well,
for
I
your
don't
age.
want. That's. You know exactly what you say to me because
no, but it is
I
true,
don't want
though.
to be aged.
I will actually die on that hill though. Do you not agree? See people that are overfilled though, I'm not talking about you obviously, but people that do take it too far, it ages them. Even young girls that get pure hundreds of filler, they look aged.
Face, but like Leah wouldn't do that.
No, she wouldn't.
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have that to worry about with Leah. If I was to go back to Leah and be like,
not
I want
at
a bit
all.
more, like she wouldn't have me looking like that.
No. But I just mean a bit more in general.
I don't even know that she would give me more, to be honest, because she is very much, it's funny because like it's we're friends and it's transactional and like she's paid to do it, but she's very much in charge.
Yeah.
She'll just be like, no. Like it's like, take my money, no.
And I was we were just talking like briefly about the Olivia Atwood thing. So have you only seen a clip of it?
I just seen a clip on TikTok about her talking to Lauren Gager.
No, listen to this, right? For a fucking joke. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to save that for Patreon. Okay. It's a bit much.
Oh, you tease.
But, no, actually, that wasn't meant. I swear.
How much do you hate her right now? They're all like, oh, fucking try to get me on this Patreon.
No, I swear to God, that wasn't actually meant because I will tell you about, but I just think
we're on it, guys. If you still haven't joined the Patreon, you're missing out. You're getting 4 extra episodes a month. We're uploading every Sunday and it is so much fun over there.
We've got a group chat.
Check it out. The link is in the bio.
You really made it not
like me to do
transactional
that.
promo.
It's not like me to do that. I'm like, no, you're the person.
I know, it rolls off the tongue for you, but...
Rolls off the tongue for me? I don't feel like it does.
Do you know what I'm sick of? Again, see, when I hear myself, I know I've said this, I'm so monotone, and it's so funny to me because I never put myself as that type of person.
Do you know, I was howling at last week's...
You need to see my face.
I was editing, I don't know if it was the Patreon or the pod. I was watching it, and it must have been the pod actually, because I didn't watch the Patreon through. And I was like, oh, I think you've got such a distinctive voice. And I was like, don't you, Grant? Grant's like, no. That is like bang average. I don't know why I found that so funny watching it back. It's like nothing special about you.
No, but I was watching Getting Filthy Rich, and I think it's our 4th season. I've kind of dawdled back and forth, but my God, it's fucking explicit.
I was just about to say, sometimes I find it difficult to watch, not from, I want to hear all about like the explicit stuff that they're doing for money, but see when it's showing you, see the I don't think it's every season incident, but there was one season that was proper showing you the surgeries, and I don't like that. Oh no,
you're thinking about something else. No. You're thinking about another series. It's the Getting Filthy Rich one.
Oh, it is too. Yeah. You're so right.
Yeah,
that's where I'm getting confused in, because I love Getting Filthy Rich, but then the other one, I was like,
Price to Perfection or something.
Yeah, that's it. I put it on because I love her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I actually can't watch this. I'm getting myself the heaps.
You need to watch the Getting Filthy Rich. That's like 100%. All the people making the money from doing like the sex world.
And all that sort of stuff.
But they had an episode, and I think it was Rage Bait. No, this is actually fucked, right? I was watching this, and me and you were trying to watch a movie, and he was pure tired, so he was like, oh, just shove whatever you want on. So I put this on because I have been watching it, and he was like, Jade, what the fuck? So the girl, she is like big on OnlyFans, but she's got like a niche, and her niche is like old men. And she did a scene, like a she did a porno, right? And it was basically like an old man on his deathbed.
Okay.
Like, this is the porno, like they're acting, he's on his hospital bed, he's an old guy, but he's no like about to knock death's door. Yeah, but then they like shag after it, but it actually showed her like genuinely shagging this pensioner, and I was like, I just can't. I mean, that's not me saying pensioners shouldn't get their
rocks off.
Right,
get your rocks.
But I feel like it should be
Get your
pensioner on pensioner. I don't think it should be pensioner on 30-year-old. And to me, I'd feel like I was abusing him. That is too old.
Or he's abusing you.
Oh, it's just, honestly, it pure freaks me out. I watching it, but Ewan was like, Jade, get this up.
Do you think pensioners fancy other pensioners?
Right, no.
Or do you think, because I don't. I mean, that old guy was taking the video of you in Vegas. And he was about 90.
Oh my God, that was so weird.
So is he looking at an 80-year-old the same way and being like,
I've got a great thing to talk about with this, right? I think I might have said this to you before. So see, when you think of, right, say my age right now, right? I'm 25 this year.
Yep.
For example, a guy who's 25 this year, right, and finds other 25-year-olds attractive, but you're always going to find someone in their prime more attractive than when they get older, right? Not always, I don't mean that, but what I'm trying to say is but their brain stays the same. So do you think that's why older people pervert? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Not really. Do you know what she's trying to say? I don't know if this is me, but it's a lot of words.
Your brain is the same your whole life, right? But it's like when they get older, their brain, they've still got that 25-year-old in them.
When you're looking at a girl, you're still thinking you're 25 in the head. So you're...
Yes, Do you understand?
No.
What the fuck? Why not?
What are you talking about when you're old, you think you're 25?
You've still got a 25-year-old's mentality when it comes to looking at...
Yeah, just like, because like, so that's like...
So you think like a 70-year-old's got a 25-year-old's mentality?
No. Right, so if a girl... All right.
No, I'm starting to think it's me, because you two seem like on the wave, and I'm like,
no. I don't even know if you're right on the wave I'm on, right?
But you're on the wave. I'm still on the beach, guys. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
So let's for talking sake, don't clip this and people think I'm being like an arsehole.
This is getting clipped. So be nice.
But if there's, so say call your prime 20s to 30s, right, for everybody, right? Okay. Sorry, I don't take offence. I don't mean
solidarity.
Right, I don't mean that is necessary for everyone, right? Because I actually think you're in your prime right now better than between 20 and 30. But just for talking sake, right? And the guys at the same age as you in your prime are attracted to you, right? But they same guys will get old, but they still in their head will fancy the prime, like the younger.
Right.
Instead of looking at somebody that's really old and be like...
Yeah, well, that was my initial question.
Yeah, but that's...
10 minutes ago.
Sorry. But that's what I think, though. I think sometimes, like, maybe the guys just fancy these people because they're in their prime and they're not old. And that's why guys can be a bit pervy.
But then how does then that explain, like, the kind of 8-year-olds who are marrying, like, 45-year-olds? Because they're not exactly in their prime, they're just younger.
Younger to them, I don't know.
So do you think it is, like, a thing where... guys just like women that are younger than them?
Yeah, maybe. But this particular thing, he was like old and she was young. And it was like a king.
What's the oldest you would go if you were single?
The now?
Yeah.
What age am I? 24? Like, for what though? For a relationship.
What would it be different between a relationship and like a shag?
Yeah, probably.
Right, well, give me both then. I'm interested.
I feel like I wouldn't have sex with someone that was over 10 years older than me.
No, I feel like 10 years is a good... That was in my head.
But
I feel like
a relationship, probably 8.
Yeah. Oh, what's the difference between those 2 years?
I don't know. just feel like I'll pop up my fourth way and then he might have kicked the bucket.
How do you feel about that from a guy's perspective?
What, an older guy going with
Jade is a beast.
Even just like, not even just from that, but like your dating range. Obviously, you and Nicole are like similar ages.
There's 4 years between us,
right?
So I'm older than her.
So would you date if you were single? Would you date much younger, much older? What would be your like pool?
Well, if I was single,
Well,
just depends what age you're, because I think when you're like maybe like,
yeah, I know what you're going to say.
but if you get to like 30, I think just like younger ones, I'm not even the same wavelength.
Yeah.
So
I think it's so true as well. See, age gaps, it really does come down to the age of the individuals, because you could have a 16-year-old with a 26-year-old
100%.
weird.
I also think like
and illegal.
It depends on the person as well, because I was 21 and Stuart was 29 when we started seeing each other, but Stuart's frontal lobe had not developed. Like, I was definitely like
more mature.
The person with 100%.
The person with the brain.
Yeah, I mean, he was on all the same nights out as I was, and now when I think about that, I'm like, you were 29. It was so normal to me at the time because obviously we're all in the same group, but...
I do think it's changed now, but I think that might have been a wee bit more normal.
Oh, what is? It was so normal.
I'm sure my mum and dad were 8 years apart.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy with our gap the way it is, to be completely honest. Like, obviously we're married, we've got kids, like, and he's 9 years, 8 or 9 years, I think it's 9 years older than me. But I think I would probably rather date older than younger.
Right, but here's the question. If you were single, how old are you going?
Again, I'm older than you. So I honestly think I'd be like comfortable with like 8 to 10 years. It depends on the person though, because you're thinking like aging up 10 years to a 34-year-old, but a 34-year-old is looking very different from like if I'm aging up like a fucking 48-year-old. I'm not celebrating somebody's 50th with them. Like if I'm not married to you and I don't have your babies, I'm not celebrating your 50th with you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, not when I'm in my 30s. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a thingy way, but like, so I think the older you get, the more you need to take that into account. So as much as I probably prefer an older man, I think that...
Like, don't rip the arse at it.
Yeah, I think right now I'd probably cap it at like... I'm trying to think what age Stuart is so I don't say the wrong thing. I think he's 46 just now. And I don't think I'd go older than that. It depends on the person, but I wouldn't want like a pure old guy.
No.
Stuart's not like an old guy, but I wouldn't want a pure old guy.
The worst one I've seen is a old NFL coach. I don't know if you've seen this. His name's Bill Belichick. He used to be the Patriots coach. Mm-hmm. He's 73 and his girlfriend's 23.
No.
And she's like good looking. Obviously, he's just an old guy.
It's just crazy because it's like, is it like waiting on him so when he kicks it, she's going to have money? But I'm like, no worth it to fucking grab some saggy ass balls.
They kind of anything in common.
No, nothing.
And that's what it comes down to as well. It's like, obviously age does come into it. For me, it does. I know it's not the case for everybody. Age comes into it for me, but at the same time, it's the person. That's why I kept saying that, because ultimately you could have somebody who is your age that you have nothing in common in, or you could have somebody that's like older than you that you are living completely different lives. Like, that's why I couldn't go younger, because I'm just like, see if your frontal lobe hasn't developed, like for you, for example, like you're going home at night and like Ewan's going on Teams. Can you imagine me having like a guy that was sitting
on Teams?
Well, I don't know what it's called.
I thought you meant Microsoft.
What was it called?
Did you?
I thought you meant Microsoft.
I don't know what it's called.
FIFA,
right? And that's like normal for somebody of his age and your age.
Yeah.
But can you imagine me going home and getting the kids' dinner ready and my husband sitting playing FIFA?
But actually,
like,
no. But
this is where I couldn't go younger, because I just think.
But I don't think that's actually an age thing, because there's guys
there's old people that
enjoy gaming.
Yeah, there's older people that do it, but I just think like that's what I'm talking about. It's not about the age; it's about the person.
Yeah, what they're doing.
One of the main reasons that I wouldn't go younger is because I associate all that sort of stuff with guys that are in like their 20s.
Do you know what I just can't get on with as well? There's so many, like, never mind just being with an old man, and I'm talking like fucking got his pension, like got his bus pass, and I'm like, there's so many, like, he's gone at it and he's literally keels there.
My dad's not going to like that, because he's getting his pension and his bus pass.
Yeah, but he's not an old man to me. He's not though. I'm talking, see this video on that, you need to look at it, like you shouldn't even watch it and go, it's fucking off, it's not. And the guy is literally old, white and old, and she's literally shagging him. And that is the thing, she is shagging him, because he is incapable. He probably, like, he could maybe have a chairlift up the stairs. Are they getting the
same sort of pleasure? Like, how old is too old to be shagging?
Oh no, I actually, like, I need to, I'm going to, see when we get in the car after, I'm going to show you. No, I don't think, no, you're allowed to have sex when you're old, right? That's not what I'm saying.
But my question is, like, when, like, I want you to tell me, like, when they should be stopping. Because, I mean,
no, they shouldn't be stopping, but with someone their own age.
No, but Jade, I'm not being funny.
Gran, do you want to just sit here?
No, I wasn't saying Gran, I was saying Gran, because I was about to go on to Gran, right? So Gran's what, 84.
Why are we going on to
Gran? Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care if we had a granda that lived in Gran's house and stayed in Gran's bed, they should be shagging. I don't want to hear about Gran.
But why shouldn't old people be able to?
Illegal. Just make it illegal. What if they hurt themselves?
I know that. Well, I mean, that is it. It's the health hazard.
Gran can't bend down and put her shoes on without going out of breath. I don't want her. Do you know what I mean? Taking risks like that.
And I mean, that would be some way to be found if you were getting your hole in too much,
going in
too heavy,
finding your parents like moulded together in rigor mortis. Probably the hardest he's been for a while.
I've got the awfulest image in my head. Like, seriously, like illegal, like black market.
Right, moving on. I've got so much to talk about, and we've literally spent 20 minutes talking
Beckham.
shite. Oh my god,
We've not spoke about this. Have you seen all this? Take it. Yeah.
It happens like during the week.
Oh, wild. And
what's your take on this?
Right.
Like, hot take.
And obviously, we're never going to know, right? We're never going to know, because I do believe in the whole, there's 3 sides to every story, like always, because people are going to tell it in a way that makes them look better, vice versa. Mm-hmm. My pointers are, though, the fact that all the other kids seem to not agree, right? Mm-hmm. The fact that Nicola Peltz's ex also was estranged from his family. The fact that we've seen it ourselves, right, in like our own family terms, things that have happened, that we've seen this type of abuse happen in real time, and it's fucking mental, right? So I do think sometimes, is it maybe her? But then the whole Victoria Beckham dancing thing, there was 500 people at that wedding. Why has nobody said that she was like dancing on him?
The DJ was on morning television.
Oh,
yeah.
Tell me.
So have you seen this?
I've never seen a DJ, but
the DJ was on this morning, who does most of the Beckham events, not for much fucking longer, let me tell you that. He better hopes that the Peltz have as many events as the Beckhams. But he said it was terrible. He said it was a 3-day event.
So Brooklyn could be telling the truth.
Well, certainly about the wedding. according to this DJ, it was a 3-day event. So he done the day before the wedding, and then they had like a kind of brunch thing the next day. And he says the brunch was terrible because it was so awkward. It was all the guests were talking about. Nobody was talking to each other. But he said that Mark Anthony come on to do a song.
Who's that?
He's a singer in America.
Used to go with J-Lo, didn't he?
That's right. I think he had babies with J-Lo.
J-Lo.
So he come onto the stage, and the DJ was basically gave Mark Anthony the mic. Mark Anthony called Brooklyn to the stage. Bear in mind, they've not had their first dance, right? So Mark Anthony has called Brooklyn to the stage. Mark Anthony's there to do the dance, the first dance song. He calls Brooklyn to the stage and he says, okay, we've got the groom, and now I'm looking for the most beautiful woman in the room, Victoria, who was standing beside the stage ready. And Victoria's came on, took Brooklyn. Mark Anthony sung the first dance song.
No,
Victoria's
surely
danced
no.
with Brooklyn. Nicholas ran out crying, according to the DJ.
And that's like the closest we're getting into it.
But also, but I still stand by, you don't know, he could be lying, but also can we just say that not Victoria Beckham being number 1 on Apple Music?
Is she?
And first time our
Because
songs
of
have
this?
ever charted. If you touch me, I
Is that
won't
just
break.
because of this happening?
Mhm. And the song choice is so not such an innocent girl.
I know. I also, do you know, it does obviously edge into the whole like a jealous mother, like mummy's boy thing, right? And I feel like there could be things on both halves. So I feel like, do you know what I
100%.
mean?
You're never
like
going to have the full story.
Nicola's probably been arsey, but then Victoria's took it that step too far now. But do you know,
Apparently the person that made Nicola's dress as well came out because Victoria was meant to be making Nicola's wedding dress, and then I think it was 2 days before the wedding she was like, no, you're not having it. So Nicola had to find somebody to make her a dress in 48 hours.
I seen this as well, but apparently in the magazine she'd been flying out to wherever that was getting made like years prior.
Oh, I don't know. It's the dressmaker basically said that they had 48 hours to make this dress.
Wild.
Do you think he would have done all this if his missus and that weren't loaded?
But this is it. They would have never been together. She wouldn't have looked at him twice if he wasn't a Beckham.
Yeah.
And then the whole selling the rights to the name is weird, isn't it? Because it's like, that's your son.
Yeah, very, very
That's
strange.
what I think's weird. And the fact that, like, I get the whole that Beckham's a brand, but so that she couldn't ever, like, but like the fact they've obviously done that because they don't like her.
Yeah.
And they don't want her benefiting off the Beckham name.
Yeah. It's just weird to me that still holds such, I mean, to me, like how she's made herself, what she's made herself is wild to me.
Victoria Beckham.
From being the one in the Spice Girls that didn't sing to like now being this respected, like, fashion icon, business owner, like.
But it's just thingy as well, because have you seen, I'm sure I sent you, there was a comment, so he's never really found his thing that he likes to do, like cruise, his music.
Is he? I don't
he does music.
Keep up with any of them really.
Romeo's football, I think, and then
I just found out
Brooklyn's
that he's a
never.
cook.
Yeah, well, this is he's tried photography. He's now doing cooking, right? And do you know, he put a cooking video up, and someone commented, "The pelt's made."
He's the best personal chef.
But yeah, it's just let us know, guys, in the comments. I want to know what people think of this, because I'm unsure of what to.
I'll be honest, I kind of don't care. Like,
yeah, no, I know,
like,
same, but I do like a bit of gossip.
I wrote down, because I seen this today on TikTok, and I don't know if you'll have seen it. You watched Dairy Girls, didn't you?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh my God. No, you need to watch that. Ewan. Jade, that's one of the funniest TV shows ever made. Like, hands down, ever made.
I'll have a look.
And it is such your humour. I can't believe you didn't watch that.
No.
Well, this kind of cancels out what I was going to say next. But the creator of Dairy Girls has got a new show coming out, and I've written it down because I would have forgotten it. How to Get to Heaven from Belfast. And I seen a trailer for it on TikTok this morning, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks so good.
Looks good.
But this is now spun into you need to watch Dairy Girls.
Okay, I will.
Literally, it's so funny.
I will. I
don't believe her, but like,
no, I will. I'll actually look at it. Do you know that when you're like, you need, and I'm like, okay.
No, it's so. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh my God, it's so good.
You've watched the Traitors, didn't you?
Yes.
Good. Thank fuck. We don't need to send you.
Was that not just the best?
I know.
The best outcome
Were
ever.
you raging because Rachel won?
No, it's Craig.
Oh, it was Craig that didn't like Rachel. Sorry, my bad. But actually, do you know what's so wild to me though, that how close Stephen was to he could have won it.
But do you know what? I think,
It makes
just in
him
terms
better.
of playing the long game, that was the right decision, because he's just made himself, like, he's cemented himself as just a wee sweetheart.
Yeah, I honestly love him.
Yeah, he's so cute. Did
I
you
would
see
love
that
him
he
to
was
come on
at
the pod?
Olivia Rodrigo concert?
Yeah, you're
and
just a
and she's turned
traitor.
around, done a wee wink.
Yeah.
He's just so cute.
He is just pure, and he's wee. Yeah, he is a pure gem.
But no, I literally loved it. I did think, like, for a minute, like, and it was so funny because she said the same. You weren't making eye contact, and he was like,
I know.
I was pulling your leg.
Pulling your leg.
But that's so risky as well, because
I
she
know.
could have voted.
No, she couldn't.
she
have.
couldn't
That's
when
what I
it's
mean.
just the
She
two.
was pure in a corner. She couldn't have.
But no, I just thought it was so good. I actually had a wee tear in my, because
I
I just
know.
thought, how nice.
And you always do feel bad for the sucker faithful.
know,
Like I did. It's
I
like
know.
Molly all over again.
I know.
Felt bad for
I
Jack.
don't
He
think
looked
I've ever
gutted.
felt as bad for anyone as I did for Molly, though.
I know.
Because I do feel like, I know she's obviously come out, I don't want to like offend her if this ever comes across her FYP, but I do think that she maybe caught feelings for Harry a wee bit, and then that was maybe clouding her judgment. As much as they were both in relationships, I do feel like there was maybe a wee bit of
something.
I felt really bad for her, and even the way she walked off and all
I
that
know,
after
it was sad.
terrible to watch.
See, even Jack though, but how brutal for Jack, right? Because in his head, he's thinking, we've won this,
Yeah.
we've halved this,
Yeah.
like we're both voting for Rachel, and that is the thing about the traitors, you just get fucking
But you know, I loved
done.
Claudia's line when she was like, two traitors who have been completely faithful to each other.
Uh-huh,
And that's
I
never
know,
happened. Like,
no.
see when they said, I mean, what was that, episode 2, that they were like, I'll never write your name down.
Yeah, and they never did.
And the fact that they both said that, and it's been used in so many edits, I
And
keep
it's
seeing
so
these edits,
nice.
and I'm
I
like,
know.
you literally have made that promise to each other at the
And
beginning of
kept
this,
it.
and throughout all, because the doubt would be stifling.
I know.
Like, see, especially the
On that
last few
game.
episodes when they're like, oh, I'm going to be talking about you, but it's not that. Like, your doubt would be like, oh no, that she's setting me up, they're setting me up. So the fact that they've been so steadfast in that trust with each other is, like, that's so special.
I know, it was
loved
so
it.
so good. I loved it. Did you enjoy it?
Aye, I did. I just think, but see now, like they've kind of had the blueprint how to get to win it,
Yeah, 100%.
and also as
How?
well, because if the two traitors can get into the last 4, they're going to win.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
100%. 100%.
So they
And I
maybe
think
need to
they've been
change it
so-
up. And I also feel as if it's just a recurring theme every year. Like, you're either the last people that are faithful are either shit faithfuls because you're kept in because
or
you're
it's
shit,
their pals.
or your pals.
Yeah.
So I think no,
You
that's
need to
going
get people that are close to you and take them to the final.
Do you know what I used to think about going, if I ever went on it, I used to think like I'd fucking hate if you were the first one in and you get heat on you, but that's good because you stay.
Yeah, I also think
stay
as well,
longer
like,
if you've got heat
see
on
the way
you.
they played it with like not recruiting. I thought that was really clever as well, because there was times that I was like, why are they not recruiting? And I thought, see now that how they've played it, that was the cleverest thing they could do, because it's like they're in complete control of the Traitors team because they're on such a level.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to bring, it's like
No.
us saying like, would we bring something in? Like, if you know that you've got that with somebody and you are like, right, why bring in somebody who could potentially upset the apple cart?
I think if we went on and we got made traitors together, I think you would literally set me up in the first round table to go yourself.
No, if you were a traitor, like, we would be traitors
No,
together.
but I would be terrible.
No, you wouldn't.
Are you joking?
No,
Do
I
you
would-
honestly think I'd be a good traitor?
I don't think you'd be a pure brilliant traitor, but I feel like if we were on the same traitors team, you would be fine,
Yeah.
because like I would help you. And I also
Yeah.
think that your personality excuses, it's like Alan Carr, your personality would excuse a lot of your weirdness.
There's a traitors experience thing that you can
In
get.
London, I've
this.
seen that. But I honestly, I'm not being funny, right? And I'm not just saying this to like lick our nipples, right? If we were on that show and we were made traitors together, like TV would never be the same. We'd be the new, we'd be the new, and we'd be the BBC's sweethearts. Would be the new Ant and Dec within 6 months, because there's no way that turret time is not going to be like the most like, because it would
how
just
is
be so funny.
How is it Stephen says it? Turret.
The turret.
The turret.
Can you imagine though?
I know.
mean, it's basically our Patreon in a turret. It fucking aired on BBC.
I know. Can we talk
Actually,
about...
I take that back. We wouldn't be BBC's darlings. They would want nothing to do with us. Would be Channel 4's darlings.
No, I must say, right, who did my fucking tits in the whole time, but at the end I was like, oh, actually fucking bless him. Take a guess.
James.
Yes. Literally, like, he is, I don't even know how to describe his personality, right? He's just a soul, right? He honestly, in a weird way, gives me Big John.
Really?
Not like looks or things, just some of the things he says. Anyway.
I seen a meme that said that he was like the four in-betweeners together.
Oh my God. see when he did the run when they were doing that hill thing and he lies down, he's been sick and he goes like that with the bow, on you go. Like as if he's pure hero, and he actually wasn't. I was like, he's tried so hard in that and they're going to say it was too hard.
He was a great faithful.
He was a great faithful.
Very questionable decisions, but such good TV.
It was some of the things he said though. What was it when Claudia came in and when they were having that,
can't get peace in this castle.
Can't get any peace in this castle. So funny. It was just,
I actually think you're faithful. Thank you.
No, see, when he was pure, I want everyone to join me tonight. See, do you know what?
So
I can't get on.
Well, when you see like them on those shows and then you see their jobs and he's a gardener.
I know,
and I'm just
so
like,
funny.
imagine him just in your garden.
I know. And
I'd be like, what?
I honestly think as well, see, sometimes as a faithful, I know they obviously but see when you don't actually know something, but they say like, they don't say, oh, I'm suspicious. They're like, no, he is definite. And I'm like, you don't know that.
No,
you actually can't say that.
Or see the ones that they would go up and they'd be like, I'm a faithful, and be like, I told you, I could have told you that. And it's like, fucking pipe down. Like, he'd done that so many times and I was like, I couldn't even for that.
Just asking them, are you a traitor? They're not going to say.
It was like, what's her face with Rachel, like before the final round table, Roxy. Was it Roxy?
Oh yeah,
and she was like pure nearly greeting in the kitchen. She's like, I just have to ask you,
as if they're going to
Rachel's going to be like, do you know what, Roxy, you've got
feel
me.
bad for you.
You've got, I'll just go. I'll just take the back door.
I know. I actually thought that as well. It's just like, why are you even
like? Why make this spectacle?
No,
like why make it awkward for everybody?
I know.
And then her going out and being like, oh, I want Rachel or Steve, anyone.
Have you seen the whole thing? How Roxy's thing wasn't shown?
Roxy's, yeah, but it was only because they hadn't. They were waiting on James because they hadn't done the banishment.
Have they done them both now?
Yeah, it's up now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right, what else? Do you know I'm always so conscious because we could talk about Traitors for so long, but there must be people that watch the pod that don't actually watch it or are bored stiff, like genuinely. Do you know what I was?
I think Stephen should come on the pod and join our turret. Can I just say something quickly? Mm-hmm. Sorry. See, do you know what I've actually wrote on my phone, because you'll so relate, right? And see, other people with grandparents will probably relate as well. Are you ever on the phone to Gran, right? And she'll be like telling a story and she'll go, to cut a long story short, and she extends it.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't cut it short.
My thing for Gran is I'm like, Gran could tell you what happens on the 15-minute news and take 45 minutes to tell you.
It's just so funny because I was like, she goes, to cut a long story short, and doesn't go and cut it. No. She just carries on.
She actually adds in excerpts of like her life in the 70s to it to round it out. Like, I was actually having a tough time with Gran this week, to be honest. Yeah, like I had it out obviously on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So I went and picked her up and she had me all over Paisley, picking up random things, doing these obviously because I've got the car now. Yeah. So I was doing all these random like jobs for her, taking her here, like literally lifting and laying her everywhere. And then we went to Renfrew because she wanted to go to Aldi's. While we were in Aldi's, I got a phone call from Lucas's school to say that he had a suspected concussion and could I go and pick him up. So I've come off the phone and I'm like, Gran, I need to drop you home because Lucas has got a concussion. I need to go and pick him up. And she just genuinely was like, oh, I need my patty. I need my TV guide. I was just like, Gran, I don't know if you heard me. Lucas has a concussion. I need to pick him up. And I was like, we need to go. Like, we finished, the shopping's finished sort of thing. We need to go. And then she starts, well, I can get a taxi. I was like, I'm not going to. I said, I'm going to Paisley anyway. Lucas's school's in Paisley. I'll drop you off. And it was just like literally. And then even on the way, like to drop her off, driving to her house, she was like, oh, I never get my TV guides. And I'm just like, read the room. Like, Gran, I know you're 84, but read the room. I'm literally just been told my Wayne's got a potential concussion.
Yeah, so you're freaking
and
out.
You're literally freaking out about a TV guide.
I know.
Like, you're due for still going to work regardless of whether you've got a TV guide or no hen.
I know,
like,
she is.
I did struggle, but I say that to you sometimes. Like, again, we're talking about a Gran. But like, I think people with like older relatives can relate. Like, I love her so much, but there's times that I just like, I feel like she's actually at that point now where she is so wrapped up in her own stuff that she just doesn't see things from our point of view at all. It's like today
I
after
think
the pod,
when it comes with you having kids as well, I think she forgets.
Oh, even today, this one's quite funny. So it's my birthday tomorrow, and we were going to my gran was like, when can we go out for your birthday? Da, da, da. And I was like, I've actually got a really busy week, but what about the Monday after the podcast? I'll ask Jade to come as well. She's like, brilliant. So she obviously then speaks to you because like we're going to go out today after the podcast, and she's buying Jade's stuff for the kitchen for moving in. So Jade was like that to me, do you mind if we do that on the same day? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, of course I don't mind, we'll do that. Right. So we've spoke about it. Then Gran phones me and says, bearing in mind, the whole reason we're going out is because Gran wants to take me out for like a birthday lunch, right? Gran phones me and says, oh, I spoke to Jade. I just wanted to let you know the plans for Monday. Yous are going to come and get me, and then Jade and I are going to Curry's to get stuff for her house, but you can come too. And I was like, okay.
Literally for Lorri's birthday.
Thanks so much for the invite.
Can't wait. Do you know what's so funny though? Like, because... Do you know what's so funny though? Like, because that is something like you would enjoy coming to like look at stuff like that. I know you'd enjoy that, like, but it's annoying.
And it's
the
not
way
even
she's labelled it. As
that's
if,
the thing.
Like she invited you out for lunch, and then she's like, "Oh, you can come if you want."
I know it's not even a thing. Like we had spoke about it because you were like, "Oh, you sure we can do it?" And I was like, 100%. Like we'll go and like get it all sorted. But it's the fact that it's literally went from her being like, we need to go out for your birthday. I didn't ask to go out for my birthday. She's pressuring me. I've made this work today. And then it's actually, your birthday's cancelled because we're getting Jade a toaster.
Speaking of, I went and it's literally like it's crunch time for the house. I actually boxed all my stuff up yesterday. Well, from like the spare room in Ewan's house, I got rid of 6 bin bags worth of stuff, which for me is wild.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not talking about, see the stuff in the garage I've not even looked at since I moved in, which tells you everything you need to know that needs to go. Because my biggest thing about this new space is I don't want to go in with any shite. But I actually, do you know what else I want to do? I don't know if I've shown you, right, but see in the room there's like an alcove. If anyone listens, I'm going to ask my Uncle Scott, right? But there's an alcove in that spare room. And I'm like, I wonder if I can get like a bespoke dressing table in that alcove.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to need to look into that. But the flooring's down and it's just meant to the difference.
Having a dressing table in your alcove is that you're not going to have any natural light behind your mirror.
I would have one in front. Wait, say that again?
So I'm assuming you mean a dressing table with like a mirror and all that to do your makeup?
Yeah.
So for me, just from like a kind of, if you're mapping out a room, you would surely want your dressing table kind of in front of a window. Yeah,
but that means it's the radiator in the window, and the way that I've got the plan, I don't know, I have thought about it, but then I was like, I want a mirror on a wall. With like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just thinking for doing your makeup,
but I would just get lights on the wall, and then I can dim the blinds. So I don't know, I need to look into it, but there's so much like, there's just so much.
Can we talk about Wuthering Heights? Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
I'm sorry, right? Jacob Elordi is so fucking sexy.
Like, I genuinely think Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah, the two of them together, like, I know. So cunty.
So have you seen that?
What?
That, have you read the book? Sorry.
Oh, have a fuck. I'm not a Bronte fan, to be honest. What's Bronte? Emily Bronte is the author.
Okay.
There's people that love her, I'll probably get slated, but I'm not like a kind of great romance sort of reader.
You're more like the dirty kinky shit.
Well, I just, I'm not kind of, but this movie is looking like the dirty kinky shit, like, but genuinely, I just, like, you know me, right? I'm not somebody who'll be like, a celebrity's hot, really. Like, I don't really, and even all the celebrities everybody fancies,
my celebrity crush is not here anymore.
I know, but I just, like, I'm not somebody who looks at men in general, to be honest, and thinks they're hot. But Jacob Elordi is so fucking hot. Like, genuinely, it doesn't matter what he's in. I was tempted to watch Frankenstein, and he's literally in a fucking baldy, like, suit. And I'm like,
I was tempted to watch Frankenstein.
I was like, okay, I can't sit through 3 hours.
Frankenstein in February.
Genuinely, I was like tempted to watch it, but I was like, I don't know if I like you enough to sit through 3 hours of watching you in prosthetics. But I just honestly, I just wanted that to be known. I wanted you all to know how hot I think Jacob Elordi is, and I'm so excited to watch Wuthering Heights.
So when is it out? Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I
also think Margot Robbie's gorgeous.
Oh,
so the two of them together.
Yeah.
Are
you doing anything for Valentine's Day?
No, I don't think so. I think Stuart might be working. I'm not sure. We don't usually.
No. What about
will you be in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to have your first? Are you going to have a wee night in? A wee Valentine's night?
I don't know. It depends what we'll be doing, because we move in the 12th, and then the 13th, like the 12th, 13th, 14th. It's all going to be us just getting building and getting stuff. So I don't think we'll do much, but I'm just going to be happy to be in there.
Nice dining. A wee.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Guys, I found an air fryer.
Just saying building together, but could go wrong.
No, we'll probably break up, to be honest. I'm actually though, like, I found this fucking air fryer, a Ninja, that's like beige. So nice.
It is nice.
I'm literally was like, holy fuck, I need to get that. And it's actually terrible because, Lorri, do you get an air fryer?
Yep, I've got a Ninja one.
Oh, never mind. I'm trying to punt an air fryer.
So I got Kosori. Was it Kosori?
I don't know.
The Kosori brand sent me an air fryer. And it's a cracker. It's basically like the Ninja. It does everything the Ninja does. But I have a Ninja, so I obviously didn't need this air fryer. And I said to Jade, do you need an air fryer? And she's like, yes. So I was like, right, come pick it up, it's yours. But she's obviously since seen this Ninja. It's cream, so it'll go with our kitchen. So she's like, oh my God, I've seen this. Do you mind? I was like, no, like I never bought it.
But I said in the message, I know you won't want me to bring it back to yours. It's fucking massive.
I was like,
so I was like, I'll find a home for it. So I'm gonna ask Liam today. I'm just gonna ask the family and then see failing in that. I'm gonna whack it on the Oh, never mind. I was gonna say the place I'm moving to. I'll go cut that out.
Okay. Whack it on Marketplace.
Yeah, we'll whack it online.
It's
and
literally
see.
In the box.
Exactly.
And it's a cracking air fryer. Do you know what I mean? Somebody will want it. But
yeah, so we're going to get that today.
You getting the air fryer today?
No. I think I'm going to order that on Amazon, but everything else.
Yeah, it's going to be gorge.
Can't wait.
Exciting.
Right, we got some dilemmas.
Yes.
Dilemma. Guys, see if you are like listening every week, go and give us a follow on Instagram, because Instagram's really hard to grow.
Instagram is the bane of my life, and to be honest, it's hard to grow because we never fucking post on it.
I know.
Oh.
What?
No, nothing. I thought I had. Right, okay, here we are. Hi girls, love the pod. I've got a pure embarrassing story / dilemma, so please keep me on. My boyfriend and I... Sorry, I hadn't read this first. I just wanted to make sure this was going to be okay. My boyfriend and I watch porn together quite often, and I've always enjoyed it and been more than open, but recently he genuinely won't have sex unless we have porn on. It started out normal stuff, but last night he put on a POV of a girl and the guy was rough as in capitals. Like telling her she was a dirty slut, slapping her, etc. Honestly, it got even worse than that, but I can't bring myself to type it.
Oh.
He then told me, my boyfriend, to get on all fours.
No.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm reading this for the first time. He then told me to get on all fours and he yanked my hair back and slapped me. We've never done anything like this before, and I was
sorry, I'm actually just thinking, like, I'm not laughing at you, right? I'm just laughing at the fact that, see, if you aren't the type, not that I am, but if you're not the type, that is fucking quite scarring.
He yanked my hair back and slapped me. We've never done anything
in the
like...
face.
I don't know. I would have thought, I don't know.
Oh, but all fours, probably the ass. Probably an ass slap. He would have had to bend her right over to get a fucking whack in the face. It would be a bit excessive if he literally bent her right back and whacked her in the face. That is abuse. I hope it isn't that.
It depends on how you look at it.
But then I'm handing you that. Aww.
Probably the ass. Oh, stop. Oh my god, this is so bad. Nobody's ever going to want to send us a dilemma again.
I know, I'm so sorry. Actually, like, I'm so glad people sent, because I love the taboo stuff. That is my thing. I love the taboo. Let's talk about things that everyone deals with but doesn't talk about.
We should have read these before. We've not read the dilemmas.
We've not read it.
We were running late and we usually read through them in the car. We're not laughing at you or the situation. We're just laughing at our reactions to it. Grant's face right now.
Is that it done?
No. Fucking right. We've never done anything like this before and it honestly really shocked me. I started crying and told him to stop and then I went to the bathroom. He apologised when I got back and said that he got carried away, but I couldn't sleep at all last night and now he's went to work today as normal. I genuinely feel like I don't know how to move forward with this now as I don't want to be doing that sort of stuff and he obviously does. What do you think?
Right, my questions start. I feel like we always start dilemmas with questions. How long have you been together for a start? See if they are used to. I do feel like, see if me and you, right, just for talking sake, I'm not going to tell you what our sex life is like, right? But for talking sake, if it was you want to know, you big kinky cow.
You fucking. I'm actually worried about the amount that I do know.
I know. Anyway, so but see if you were with someone and you've got a very normal, like quite passionate, nothing too crazy, like missionary sex life, and all of a sudden he's like got no fours, bang. I would be like, the fuck? If that was, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see why she's been caught by surprise.
You think he would, right? But we need to start off with the first thing that
let's take porn. It bit by bit. Yeah, he can't have sex without porn.
That I pure hate that because it makes me feel how porn is pure taking over. That I love porn, right? And we've said this, that I'm not against porn. It doesn't annoy me that if you watches porn when I'm not there, I couldn't care less. But it's the impact that someone's that, like, is it like a porn addiction or something? Like they genuinely need porn to get one off.
Porn addiction is thrown about so much, right? And I think we can all have a healthy appreciation for porn without it being called a porn addiction, right?
Yeah.
However,
but that's not healthy.
However, it needs to be, if you're using it in the bedroom with two parties, both parties need to be in agreement that that's what they want to be doing.
Yeah.
So if he's basically saying that he doesn't want to have sex with her unless there's porn on and she's not okay with that, if that's making her feel like he's not actually wanting her, he's using her as a vessel while he's watching this, I totally understand that, like why he should be feeling like that.
Yeah.
But that's something that you need to voice. Like,
you also need to voice if you're wanting to do like harder shit, rougher
it's a conversation.
Shit, you need to talk about it.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like,
no, not at all. But you need to speak about it because if she's not up for it,
yeah, like obviously, and I think as well from what she's saying, obviously she's saying the video was like full on. So I don't know if it's felt more full on to her because of the video. Because I mean, ultimately, like I don't mean to like be a dick, but like ultimately like, pulling her hair and getting her a wee, if it's an ass slap, it's not. I mean, it's not exactly fucking. Oh my God. Do you know what I mean? I can see why it's shocked you because you've been watching this video and that's obviously, and you've never done it. And he probably should have had the conversation being like, how do you feel about that? She could
be quite young and this is like her first sexual.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's a lot. And that is understandably a lot. But I think you need to communicate with him because if that's not something you're into, tell him that. But at the same time, he shouldn't have done it without.
No, I do agree with that. I just think like, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're at a point that you're having intercourse, then you need to be talking about it. If you can't have a conversation about sex, you shouldn't be having sex.
Yeah.
So you need to have a conversation about your likes and dislikes, what you like, what you don't like, what you don't want to happen. It needs to be like a consensual act, and obviously that wasn't consensual, him pulling your hair and slapping you.
Yeah.
And he's probably get carried away as well. It's not a reflection on his character.
The fact that he's initially said sorry and thingy, right, that kind of, because if he was pure get a grip.
No,
like,
I feel bad that she's obviously got upset, but I do think that the upset was probably more from the shock of the fact that you haven't done it.
And when you said slap me, I'm like, see, can we actually, just in case, if she went the face, because I think I'd get my fist would come up.
Some people like that though.
No, not for me. Like pure
not
getting
for
battered.
Me, like leave my face out of it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Do you know what else? See, while we're on the subject, see, this is so rogue again, probably for the Patreon, but I'll just say it. I won't tease you again. See, like face spitting, fuck off.
What, like spitting on your face or in your mouth?
Fuck off.
Either.
Yeah, either. And that's where Ewan's the cleanest guy. I honestly, he's a clean freak. He's so clean. But there's something about that, because you know what I'm like. See any fucker that grogs in the street, fuck off. I hate it.
I know, I don't like it either. Spitting's disgusting.
But spitting, just the thought of somebody else, he's like kissing and all, that's fine. And honestly, anything else, anywhere else, see your face and mouth, somebody like,
I think if it's a pure, I think it's different if it's like a, like, do you know what I mean? You don't want like that.
Imagine you're asleep with someone, the first thing they just went,
I don't know, like
that would be
I'm like showing myself up, but I can see how that can be like hot in the right circumstance.
Not a spit on the face.
Not
like
on the face.
My lashes, I'd be like, ooh. And then the smell of, no.
No, I wouldn't want somebody to spit on my face.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, no.
But I don't know, like
I know what you're trying to say. And I don't mind.
Yeah, like
this is so Patreon, but anyway.
It's so Patreon. I think, do you know what I think it is? I feel like we are so used to being so full on in the Patreons that it's starting to spill in a little bit. We need to fucking rein it back.
Do you know what's so funny is, well, we're saying all this and I listen to podcasts and see when they bring up Patreon, I'm like, oh, they're just doing that to get people to go for it, but I'm actually no meaning it.
Don't go.
Don't go.
Whatever, what's it called? Reverse psychology. Whatever you do not click the link and do not subscribe to Patreon. You don't want this. You don't want none of this. This ain't for you.
Right, will I read out the next one?
Yeah.
Is it in emails? Mm-hmm. So to that last girl, by the way, just talk to him. If you're not comfortable with it, you're not comfortable with it. Tell him that.
And ultimately, it's not a one night stand. This is your boyfriend. You're in a relationship. There's trust there. And I'm sure that he will understand. And obviously as well, see, going from like, I don't want to do that. And he obviously does. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's literally just wanting to try it out, the same as you. If you haven't done that before, do you know what I mean? I think it doesn't help that we don't know what age they are.
I know. Feel like it would mean a bit more, like we would understand
stand your ground. At the end of
more.
the day, your body's not there for him to fucking use it as he pleases. Do you know what I mean? Just, you need to feel good in it as well. Mm-hmm. You got one?
Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey girlies, absolutely love the pod. Yous are my comfort show at this point. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyways, I wouldn't say this is a major dilemma, but I just have to share. So I have a son and his father has been absent for years, no contact, nothing. I had a moment last year where I just gave up hope that he would reach out, so I blocked him and everyone connected to his family and also his new girlfriend who has 3 kids. She is stalking my story any chance she gets using her old account because I obviously blocked her active account. I posted on my story stating I could see her watching, as it shows you the names even if you're not their friend, on Facebook by the way, and she is still stalking any chance she gets. I should state I have a petty side and I have been posting a lot in my story basically calling her out, but she won't stop. I would just like some advice. Should I call her out by name on my story and maybe she will stop, or should I just block her old account? Also, I'm not losing any sleep over this. I honestly couldn't care less what him or his new girlfriend are doing. I'm very happy with my son and his stepdad. We are a happy family. I just love a wind up. Block.
Do you know, honestly, I just think if she's watching your stories, let her. See if you're thriving and you're living your best life. I just don't think it's that deep. Like, I don't mean not to like.
No, I know what you mean. No, but just like later.
Like, later. Sure how good your life is.
I think
she's watching. Like, I mean, if you aren't friends and she's watching, she's a fan.
Yeah, and also see if she's. I would say it's either one or the other. Water and don't let it bother you, or block her.
Yeah.
If it's bothering you, her looking.
The reason I've not said block her is because she's saying that she's not bothered and she thinks it's like funny.
So just let her.
I would genuinely just put on a show for her, make it a good one. Do you know what I mean? But I certainly wouldn't lower yourself to tag her and mention her, because you don't want her to then think that she's having an effect on you and you're thinking about her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So continue posting and living your best life, but I just honestly wouldn't even give it any attention. Look at it from this point of view. Have her think that there are so many people following your stories and that you don't even notice that she's watching. You're so busy living your best life that it's not even occurred to you that she's watching.
I know. So true.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So my partner wants to go out for dinner with me on his birthday and get a hotel, also leave the kids with my mum. She's nearly 70 and she's always annoyed the next day after looking after them, as my son's 3 and isn't a great sleeper. Anyway, I didn't want to ask, but I felt I had to. She said she would, but I don't want the hassle of her being in a bad mood the next day. What do you think? She's the only childcare we have, but she loves lives in Troon and we live in Dalkeith. Oh, say all that.
She's put it
in. Help me, relatively blonde. Plus, she would bitch to my brother and sister-in-law about it as I've heard her do it before. Don't say my name. So wait, I don't understand.
So she's obviously the only person she can ask to look after
is
the
her
kids
mum.
is her mum, but her mum basically kind of makes a big deal out of it and is miserable the next day and tells her brother and sister that how bad it was.
It's a bit grim.
It is a bit grim.
For your mum anyway.
I know it's so hard because I do think you do need time as a couple. We've got a kind of situation like that. Stuart and I don't really get a lot of time, the two of us, and the only person really that can look after the boys like overnight anyway is my mum. And like I hate having to ask her, and she doesn't care. I mean, she's not like that. She'll do it for us, like no bother if she can, but I still hate asking her, so I do get that aspect of it.
But also, see the way in my head, see if I put myself in that position, my mum was doing that, I'd be like, well, you're not fucking watching them then.
Yeah.
But my pride would kick in. I'd be like, well, see if you're going to, like, you, like, I thought you would want to spend time with your grandkids.
Yeah.
If you don't, fine, but like, that would piss me off. But that's just me, that would annoy me. Because I'd be like, it's just a bit grim, innit? Like,
I know, but then
I also don't think it's her job to look after your kids either, but if it's a one-off.
Yeah. I think also she's obviously stuck between a rock and a hard place because her husband's wanted to go out for his birthday. It's not just a random night, it's a birthday night. Do you know what I mean? So she should be able to do that.
Her mum should get it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody, like, could your brother or sister, like, come round and sit with your mum? Like, you obviously mentioned you've got siblings, or could the kids go to their house? Or, like, is there something, so your mum does, is there anyone else?
Easier.
Or, like, your partner's parents or siblings, like, so that you're not having to ask your mum? Because, I mean, I'm kind of proud like that as well. I wouldn't be wanting a favour from somebody that didn't want to give me a favour.
Yeah, you know that's what I mean. Like,
but it's hard if it's hard if literal only person.
Yeah.
But maybe like just let her do it this time because obviously you want to go away for your husband. But then maybe just like kind of call her bluff a wee bit and be like, well,
I just don't feel like you actually want to help me.
Yeah. I don't know, did she say that she's had a conversation with her about it, or is this just from...
No, she did say she's nearly 70 and she's always annoyed the next day.
But I feel like
looking after my son, he's 3 and isn't a great sleeper.
Yeah, but I just feel like you should maybe say to your mum as well, like, I don't appreciate you going to my brother and sister and moaning when you've
brother and sister-in-law.
Oh, right, okay. But like if you've agreed...
Oh, brother and sister-in-law.
If you've agreed to do it...
Yeah, do it and don't bitch.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I hope you sort that. I was about to say your name there. I hope you sort that out. That is a hard one though. It's tricky, especially when it's like you've not really got much choice. But I do also think, like, I do think, see, if you're not asking her, I'd get maybe more if she was asking her all the time. And her mum's like, just no one to do that all the time. I do also get that. But if you're not and it's a one-off, that's just a bit shite.
Yeah, 100%. See, before we wrap up, I want to talk about something and I don't want to leave it to the Patreon.
Okay.
The Molly-Mae doc.
Oh my God, how did we forget about that?
I know, literally. I had such a big list, but I feel like we've been going off on so many tangents today.
Yeah, so many. Oh my God, right. Obviously, we spoke about the first tea. It wasn't even that I loved all the behind it all. I love Molly-Mae.
Yeah,
like, I am one of the girls. I
feel
love
like
her.
The last time we didn't enjoy it as much, and it probably came across as like we were a bit haters. And
it wasn't.
Like,
I know, and we weren't
wasn't
even
that at all.
Because I'm the first person to be like, they don't, like, she doesn't get a break. She can't do right for doing wrong. Like, she can't,
100%.
and I'm very much aware of that. I think it was just because it was so different to what we're used to be saying. But maybe that's a good thing because she's just
also,
a person.
I think like we are not being ourselves if we don't say our truth and what we think.
Yeah,
and I did much more. I much preferred this half of the season.
Yeah, and also when we were talking about it in the first one about the whole, we were kind of talking about what everyone else was talking about on an FYP, like what was being said. But yeah, this one, I just thought it was so wholesome. I feel like she seems so much happier.
See, when she came out on that catwalk,
oh my God,
I was crying with her mum and her sister.
So was I.
Because I was just like, on yourself.
No, literally.
And then when she was showing Bambi the next day, I was just like, because like she is a shy person, and that would, like, you could tell how much it took for her to do it.
I know, and she done it, and she'll be so glad she done it.
McDonald's, I'm just like, real. Like,
no, literally, no.
I just loved it. I just thought it was so nice to watch. See, when she was in talking to the builders, I was pissing myself.
I know, like, it's actually
she's just
hilarious.
Like a pure, she reminds me so much, of Aaron's girlfriend, Charlotte.
Yeah, you've told me that.
And Charlotte watches the pod, and I've said to Charlotte before, like, you are so Molly-Mae to me, and she's like, shut up. But, like, see, when she was in when she was in talking to the builders, and she was like that, something like, is that it's going to be in the right spot? And then and then he said something. She's like, well, it wants to be, and I was like that. It just reminded me of Charlotte.
She was like, we need that ABCD box. Like she's not got a clue. But literally. No, I love Molly-Mae, and I think there is a season 3.
Is there? Because I was looking to see, but
on her YouTube, I think so. She's just I just love watching her, and I really hope that her moving in with Tommy is good, and she finds a bit of peace again. Yeah, because she went through it.
Yeah. I'll be completely honest,
You were kind of team don't go back with Tommy?
Not team don't go back with Tommy, but when I seen that she was literally like packing up the house and all that, I was quite surprised.
I know I wasn't, but I do watch her YouTube, and she's been teasing it a lot.
Yeah, see, I used to be quite good with YouTube, and I've totally fell away from it. I've actually fell away from like all my YouTube stuff at the moment, but I was just quite surprised because I thought maybe they would have done it him moving in with them, because that's where they lived.
I know, but it must be something to do with money. As in,
she's not selling though.
No, but that's what I mean. No, but she could be renting.
Yeah.
Like, so there's obviously like a method to the madness. Do you know what I mean? Her moving out of there.
Obviously we've not seen, he's maybe fucking in a pure cracking house.
No, he is.
Like, but
I think he's in another fucking mansion.
Yeah.
And what is the point of having 2 mansions?
Like, see when they were showing all the clips of like when they all moved in there together and Bambi's a baby and all that, I was like, as a mum, I was like, oh my God, I would find it so hard to move on knowing that house is still there. Like, yeah.
You could tell she really was struggling with it, but there's obviously a reason to it. That's what I mean. There's obviously a reason.
But I would be curious to know.
Yeah, me too.
Do you know what I mean? What's spurred that? Especially when it's her and Bambi moving, wouldn't it be so much easier for Tommy to move? Also, and I loved watching her and Zoe this season.
Oh, see the Irish dancing. But she's so good at the Irish dancing.
I know. See when they were in Zoe's house and like they were like hilarious. I just thought it was so funny.
So real.
It's so real. It's sisters. Yeah. And there's people that pure slate Zoe online, and I know that Zoe can be quite controversial in some of the stuff she says, right, on her own page and all that.
I kind of love her, but
yeah, I just think she's very, very real, and I think people are holding her to this crazy standard because she's Molly-Mae's sister.
I know.
And it's like, and even then, like I had seen people like in comments of clips that are posted saying like, oh, Zoe's always hard on Molly, she's jealous, and it's like that. She's not. Like you can tell from her reactions, like she wants nothing but the best for her.
Yeah,
but it's sisters. It's like that's just like yous are not always going to be fully
engaged.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but no, I loved it this time around. I really hope they do a season 3.
Me too. I absolutely loved it, and hopefully when I'm watching season 3 it'll be in my new house.
I know.
But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap up there. I hope you enjoyed. I feel like this was very pop culture-esque.
I feel like we only spoke about 3 things,
and old people getting rattled. I hope you enjoyed. See you soon, guys. Love yous. Bye-bye. I got a blur.
How could a person
like me care for you?
Another when you're not the one for me.
Ooh.